All right. I think we are streaming. I think we're streaming. I really don't know for sure, so I will talk as though we are. So with all that said, since we've got the Olympics going on, so that limits what we can do television-wise here. If it's tornadic, we're on, but it's not right now. It is a severe thunderstorm warning that we're looking at, and so I'm actually trying to check real quick. It'll let me do what I need to do here. Oh, golly. Hate it when cap locks is on. Yes, remember the password. All right. So just seeing if I'm actually going over the LAX18 Facebook page right now to see if, hey, and we're streaming. And they were kind enough to put a title on there, so thanks. Thank you, web person. So yes, we now confirm that we are indeed streaming. So with all that said, when will it hit Lexington? Most of this will not. The severe thunderstorm watch is south of Lexington. We'll get to that coming up in a second here. So now that I know that we are streaming, we can actually do some work. So here we go. You see the squall line sitting out here to the west, and so that runs right now. It's running from Shelby County, Nelson County, Spencer County, into Marion and Taylor counties, eventually then down toward Greene and Adair County. So there is your squall line. Bigger picture, again, you see how everything is headed southeast. So again, most of this is going to go south of Lexington. And so you see the overall movement of these. Damaging wind gusts is going to be your primary severe weather threat. The warnings that are in place. So we'll actually start just technically west of the viewing area. So it's severe thunderstorm warning for Spencer County until 3 o'clock, for Nelson County until 3 o'clock. Now getting into our viewing area, it's the southwestern half of Anderson County until 3, Mercer County until 3, western two-thirds of Boyle County. Technically it includes Perryville, technically it does not include Danville. Then it's also the western half of Lincoln County, all of Casey. Those again, well, that's until 3:30. The Boyle County and the Lincoln and Casey are until 3:30. And then you got Marion County, Taylor County until 3:30, Adair County till 2:30 Central Time. Same for Russell County, 2:30 Central Time for the severe thunderstorm warning. So again, damaging wind gusts are going to be likely from this. So again, you're seeing the look on the map track real quick. I'm going to just swing over to see what the velocities are showing up off of the Louisville radar, and just do a quick pixel query here. So this is going to be off the surface, about 3,000 feet up. There's a hurricane force wind gust. 3,000 feet off the surface there going into Taylor County. So again, these are legit damaging wind potential storms. This one does have a history, and it was back in E-Town of some wind damage there. So for you folks there who are watching in Campbellsville and Taylor County, Mansville there, be aware that this storm does have a damaging wind potential, and if it's only 3,000 feet off the ground, it's not going to take much to get that to the surface. That storm is also headed eventually toward, I'll take from the source there, so moving at about 25 miles an hour. So taken from those straight winds there. Campbellsville, let me get that out of the way there. Campbellsville, Arista, South Campbellsville, Elkhorn, Woolleyville, Acton, Mansville. So again, that's going to Nancy Cox's old home there, 307, Yuma 308 for that particular cell. Again, that's where we're showing winds off the surface that are hurricane force. Not quite as strong, but there's a definite squall line. See it right there. So that's coming out of the storms that are moving into Anderson County and parts of Mercer County. So again, the wind is out ahead of the main line here. There was nothing on this that would indicate that we were seeing anything other than straight line wind out of this. Yeah, there's a little shear with the storms down further to the south, but again, not much. The reason we're online here at this moment is because with the Olympics, we've got the crawl going there on the bottom of the screen. Our policy is going to be for the duration of the Olympics, severe thunderstorm warnings and watches. We run the crawl. Tornado warning, we're on air. And so that is how we are looking at things, and there's some severe thunderstorm warnings out to our west and southwest, new ones that have come in. Rineyville, Hardin County had a wind gust measured at 56 miles an hour. So bringing the radar back on here for you. So it gives us an opportunity to do a little play-by-play here, since we also don't have a whole lot of newscasts either. Our first regular newscast is 6 o'clock, although there's a cut-in coming in sometime around 5. So again, not as much graphic production. So again, for you folks with the storm down in Adair County, you see Mount Gilead 248, Milltown 251, Columbia 306. Although it's raining hard in Columbia right now, that's likely where the stronger winds were showing up. So that's where the core of that one is. So again, there's the overall picture. Let me see if I can find over on Facebook again any questions y'all have. Wolf County is not in any of the warnings. Well, actually, I won't give it away. There are no tornado watches or warnings. Mercer County, Beth, if you're watching, which I guess you were, Mercer County sounded the sirens for the severe thunderstorm warning. Not for tornado. And let me double check real quick in the verbiage. Does not say tor possible. So again, this is just straight line winds that's coming toward Mercer County. So again, they're sounding the sirens there in Mercer County because of the severe thunderstorm warning. Woodford County, you can see the path of this as it heads to the southeast. Part of this may clip southern Woodford County, but Versailles Midway, not in the path of this. Oh, I need to show you at some point here the severe thunderstorm watch. So there may be a quick little burp that this thing does, but we'll find out in a second. So that goes away. Here's the severe thunderstorm watch. Pop it up here and scroll that forward. So there's your severe thunderstorm watch. You can see the communities that are impacted. The severe thunderstorm watch is going to be until 9 o'clock. So severe thunderstorm watch until 9. And that's going to be for Mercer, Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, Casey, Washington, Marion, Taylor, Adair, Russell, Wayne, Pulaski, Rockcastle, Jackson, Clay, Laurel, McCreary, Wayne, if I already said that, Whitley, Knox, and Bell. So there is your severe thunderstorm watch. So you can use this here and give you the movement over the last little bit of how these have been coming in. Sorry, and let me scroll that forward. So again, there you see the movement. So again, this is diving southeast. Obviously, there is a lot of storm food in front of this. What we're talking about with this, when you look at the dew points, they are high. This is a tropical air mass, so there is a ton of moisture. So what with these storms, what you're looking at, you are looking at damaging wind gust potential, 60, maybe 70 miles per hour, if some of that can translate to the surface. Torrential rain. That rain will come down hard. There may be some localized flooding because of that. The lightning is going to be intense. And so that is your setup with all that. Again, because we've got a lot of storm food in front of this, not only is it muggy, it's hot. Temperatures middle upper 80s. You see those numbers from the Kentucky Mesonet. So that is your overall setup here. So as we go back to the radar, clear that off for you. All right. So again, we've got garden variety storms out here to the east. So Wolf County was mentioned earlier. You right now may see a garden variety storm, but again, the threat is here. So it's this cluster and this line, and really the strongest part of this is going to be on the apex out here, which is where we were showing you that strong wind just aloft. Looks like this is going to clip the western part of Anderson County. It's going to head into the northern part there of Washington County. And again, you've got this whole big cluster sitting down in Taylor County going into Adair County. one thing I wanted to get to here real quick. Let's see if we can find a rain rate. Precip rate, LVX. Dual pole rain rate. Here we go. So you were seeing the pinks there. Obviously, that's a downpour. How that equates out numerically, 8 inches an hour rain there in southwestern Marion County. That's a frog strangler. 7.8. I mean, this is real heavy rain. There's that strong storm that's going through Adair County. So interesting. So there's your heavy rain, and you've got heavy rain, but it's just in pockets. So much larger area of torrential rain headed toward Lake Cumberland. Lesser amounts with that system to the north. So there's again your radar display. We'll bring it over to the MaxTrack Live. There we go. So that's up to the second here. Just to reiterate where we are. Severe thunderstorm watch is up for areas south of Lexington until I guess it's 9 o'clock. It must be 8 o'clock Central Time when how they put it out. Anyway, till 9 o'clock. With it, we've got severe thunderstorm warnings for this squall line. We'll take you from south to north. And interesting here, okay, so you're seeing how the line bends right here. We've got some shear showing up. That's well to our, so that's out by Horse Cave, out almost to Bowling Green. But you're seeing that circle there. When we're looking at shear, if there's anything. Well, the shear's not overly impressive on that. Storm relative, well, that's what it's, well, there's what it's seeing. So there is some rotation in this cell where this is not headed for any of us right now. But that's well to our southwest. You're headed out to Glasgow and Edmonton. But again, there's some pretty strong shear showing up there where the line bends. You see that? So again, that sets up the impossibility of shear going on into that storm. It shows up on the regular velocity as well. So yeah, there's likely at the very least that storm is rotating. Whether or not it's reaching the surface, that not likely. Not yet. So that's the looking at the Doppler debris. So there's nothing that's been lofted yet. So let's come back to our live here. Oh, and remove that line. I'll kick over to Facebook here real quick to see if there's any other question I can answer quickly. If there's anything else showing up. I wonder if I click on that. Does it show the question? Hey, here we go. Well, a duck storm and the fact that it's going to rain awfully hard too. So yeah, oh, this is a neat way to do this. Only problem is I can't, I get Facebook here and I don't get it here, or be able to manipulate stuff. Watching from Georgetown. Georgetown right now, you guys are in the clear, at least from these particular storms. Not under any watches or warnings in Scott County. The reason again we're on here instead of on TV is because of the Olympics. Is there a tornado threat into this evening and tonight? Minimal, and really it's more to our west. With the new Twister movie. Thanks, David. Yeah, I was storm chasing before storm chasing was cool, before the first Twister movie. That was a long time ago, back in the mid 90s. Make Tom come back in? Nope. Tom's done, and it would be Bain who would come in today. Bain is normally in here on Tuesdays, but with the Olympics, we're giving her a little time away. Any signs of wind shear to our west? Not locally. Watching from London, you are under the severe thunderstorm watch there in London, so those storms are headed your way. But it's going to be a while. Mount Sterling, nothing's headed toward Mount Sterling, at least anytime in the short term. Same with Wilmore, although you may get close to that storm that's coming. It's still back west of 127, so you've got some time here. We need the rain, certainly. Anything coming to Irvin, Estill County, I don't believe they're not in the watch. You still can look at the garden variety. Albany, yes, you have storms coming your way. Somerset, storms are also coming your way. They're still a ways out. Keep in mind, the line right now is still west of 127. So just to get 127 on here for you. From Dunville to Liberty to Danville to Harrodsburg. So the storms are still well to the west of 127. They are 20 miles. That puts at their rate, they're going about 45 minutes from Harrodsburg. A little bit longer than that, to closer to an hour to Danville. If we look then to the storms, well, Campbellsville just had the storms roll through. While I'm thinking about it, new messages. Nelson County, 70 mile per hour measured gust, so not estimated, in Bloomfield. Severe thunderstorm warning, Green Manor and Taylor, Washington continues. Keep watching this. I got to check something here because my printer is not printing. Become very Pavlovian. We're still here. All right, let that catch up. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, we've become very Pavlovian around here. I hear the signal, and then, oh yeah, need something to talk about here. Okay, for the storms that are coming through Taylor County, headed toward Casey County. So again, damaging wind gust potential is certainly there. And with that cell, you see some of the communities that are being impacted here, or will be impacted over the next month. Clementsville there at 322. Let me take a look at this real quick. Louisville, SRV. No, everything is out. Let me clear that off. Okay, that's all. There's nothing rotating with that. I was a little worried about that inflow. Showing a good shear signature, though, by Green River Lake. So for you folks there near the Adair-Taylor County line, be aware that we are showing at least some strong wind potential there on the leading edge of the gust front. And max track. Okay. So again, here's your line. Let's go detail the warnings again. So the Weather Service has gone ahead and they've gone to this SLAC thing, which, okay, SLAC for what we do with severe weather is a pain in the patootie. But that's what they've gone to, just because it's hard to keep up with it. But I digress. We use what we have. Alrighty, severe thunderstorm warning, Anderson County until 3 o'clock. Northern Washington County until 3 o'clock. For Mercer County until 3 o'clock, it's 2:55. Obviously, these are going to be either extended or dropped, seeing as we're coming up on the end time of that in 5 minutes, and those storms are nowhere near close. What's also happening, here's your big picture, what's going on. So this part of the line is going to slow down, where it's gone vertical here, and this part will begin to race south with time. You're establishing a cold pool back here, and so this is developing into a mesoscale convective system, and there will be heavy rain in here. There will be occasional bursts of severe weather, but it's the apex of that bow, and then this part here will end up being the more active area with time. With time. It doesn't mean right now nothing else is happening, because obviously stuff is still happening right now. But again, that's weather-wise what we're going to be looking at here. So here's the big picture again. Let's come in. And again, those warnings are about to be extended. So for the warnings that are going to be continuing, that's going to be southern Washington until 3:30, the eastern part of Marion until 3:30, western part of Boyle until 3:30, Casey until 3:30, western Lincoln until 3:30. Taylor County, the storm is raking over you right now, 3:30. You guys need to be just in shelter with that storm regardless, because it has the potential for some very strong winds. Adair County, 2:30 central, and Russell County, 2:30 central with these storms coming in. The storm coming in now toward Russell County. Russell Springs in about 10 minutes. Jamestown, 3:16, so in about 15-20 minutes. Beth not hitting Lexington, at least this particular batch. And if it does, it's not in a severe state. Same with Nicholasville. At this point, it looks like it'll pass south of Nicholasville. The watch does not include those particular counties. They have not extended the severe thunderstorm warning yet. It was a late night last night. Tom and I right now are on 2 to 2. I saw him at 2 o'clock this morning. I saw him again at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So that gives you an update where we are with the severe thunderstorm warnings. And again, Bracken, right now, there's nothing going on. Monticello, you are under the watch. The storms are getting ready to get close to Lake Cumberland. McKee is under the watch. Lancaster is under the watch. That for Lancaster, it's the cells that are up here, which right now, I gotta go over to Louisville because I don't have our velocity going on the max. Those storms borderline severe. They may just eventually go over. See if there's anything new. Grayson County, don't need to know that. Okay. Sheer, again, it's sliding off to the east. So the strongest of that is somewhere northern part of Adair County. The lights are coming on because they're getting ready to do what's called the ozone. That runs at 7:30 during the course of the Olympics. That replaces BBN tonight. Maggie Davis will be hosting Maggie, who's getting married on Saturday. Owsley is not in the watch. Boyle County again, so you've got the severe thunderstorm warning in Boyle until 3:30, and it's just easier for me to talk instead of trying to type over what you guys are doing here. So again, there's 3:30 for Boyle, and again, I think that northern part of the line is going to be slowing down here. It's still going to rain hard, but it's this area to the south. And again, I'm really surprised that they have not extended the warnings because we're coming up to 3 o'clock. Murata, when are you doing the ozone?
In the next 5 minutes.
Okay, I will go ahead and stop what I'm doing at that point. Okay, so you guys have got me for 5 more minutes, at least for now. Frankfort, the storms will pass south of you, this current batch. So here's the big picture. So we've got a broad, stable area from Lexington north. I-64 and north, right now everything is quiet, and likely stays that way. Everything's going to stabilize back here also in the Louisville area down to Bowling Green. But it's that transition zone right in here where we are looking at, again, the potential for severe storms. And again, this northern flank here, we're going to see how long that warning continues, because again, it's 3 o'clock now. And voila, it went away. So again, the warnings for Anderson, Mercer, and Washington now have been discontinued. As we were saying just a second ago, it looked like that northern part of the line here was weakening some. So still some locally heavy rain, but again, how this part of the line is going to eventually slow down and erode away. And there is the betrothed.
Ah, you're not live.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Maggie Davis, she's getting married on Saturday.
Hello.
Let's see. There you are.
Oh, there we go.
So it's a little bit of a time delay. So
I was gonna say it's all good.
So
Thanks, Bill.
we wish you much happiness.
Thank you. People are not gonna recognize me in this color. It's for the Olympics.
Okay, because that's almost red.
For the Olympics.
Almost red.
It's for America.
Salute. All right. Winchester is not under the watches or the warnings at this point. Let me know when you're getting ready to start, Maggie.
Okay. We're good right now.
Okay, so we'll just do a quick recap here. So it's this part of the line from Springfield through Lebanon, down past Campbellsville to Columbia, now extending toward Jamestown. Real quick, with the storm near Springfield, some of the communities over the next little bit. That is a borderline severe storm. The storm in the eastern part there of Taylor County. Again, strong winds are potentially with that, and the storm coming into Russell County. That one has more shearville. You notice that BTI was higher. So we'll keep an eye on that particular cell. And our warnings that are in place. Severe thunderstorm warning 2:30 for Adair, Central Time, 2:30 Central Time for Russell, 3:30 Eastern, Casey, western Lincoln, western Boyle, southwestern corner of Mercer, eastern Marion, southeast corner of Washington, and the eastern flank there of Taylor County. So that again sets you up for your warnings that are in place, and a severe thunderstorm watch is in place for areas south of Lexington until 8 o'clock. Are you ready to go yet, Maggie?
We are.
Okay.
Okay. Is that going to interrupt you?
No, it's okay. So again, just real quick, here's where the approximate watch is. It includes Lancaster, down through Jackson County, and then down to the south. So anywhere to the south of that, that's Danville, Somerset, London, Corbin, Monticello, Liberty, Jackson, Barberville, Monticello, Williamsburg. You are included in the severe thunderstorm watch until 8. If things change, we'll come back on here and let you know. We're going to let Maggie do her thing with the ozone. Thanks for clicking here with our Facebook Live. And let me figure out how I can stop the stream. Don't cross the streams. So again, thanks for being here with us on Facebook or wherever you happen to be watching us, and keep it on LA.